India and Pakistan relations are at its lowest ebb amid violence, brutality, as also calling off talks. I'm being joined by the senior-most minister in Imran Khan's cabinet and also a close aide of the Pakistani Premier, being joined by the Information and Broadcasting Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Fawad Chaudry. Mr. Chaudry, many thanks for joining us here on India Today. The reasons are ample when it comes to calling off of the meeting between Pakistan and India foreign ministers. We know that the meeting was to take place, and India really wanted that meeting as an option to start talking to Pakistan. But it is no coincidence that there was violence in Kashmir. Our cops were killed there, brutality of the BSF Jawan, and of course then the postal stamps glorifying Burhan Wani, sir.
Well, frankly, you are the first person in India who was saying that there are ample reasons to cancel the dialogue. Actually, no one even in India believes that there were ample reasons to cancel the talk because when they accepted these talks, stamps were very much there, and these stamps were printed, I think, at least 3 months back. So first, it came to surprise to me itself that still we are using stamps, and it's the very traditional postal ballots that Pakistan and India used to send to each other. I thought we, like other countries, we might have shifted to email also, but to my surprise, we are not. But I don't think so it's even worth considering that there were stamps or not, because the stamps were always there. When you accepted the offer of dialogue, stamps were there, and when you rejected the next day, obviously it was not the stamp. It was a pressure group within BJP that forced Prime Minister Modi's decision to cancel the dialogue, and everyone in even India knows that. And we realize that there are elections in India, and you think that anti-Pakistan rhetoric sells in India. That's the only way we interpret that, and that's a true interpretation of the whole event.
Right, Mr. Chaudry, you're saying domestic compulsions are the reason why India really called off that meeting between India and Pakistan, and you do explain the postal stamps, and you're right that they were before Imran Khan took office. But when the official statement regarding the postal stamps of glorifying Burhan Wani really came, the government stood by the stamps and justified Burhan Wani and the stamps itself.
Why not? We justify each and every freedom fighter in Kashmir, because Indian occupation of Kashmir is illegal. And if India believes that Pakistan should not stand with the people of Kashmir, obviously they are wrong. Pakistan will stand with the people of Kashmir, and Kashmir is a real issue between India and Pakistan. And when you say that let's talk, but let's not talk on Kashmir, you are just fooling yourself. Because the real issue in India and Pakistan is Kashmir and nothing else. We are for the peace. We want to start negotiations. We want to move forward on this. But anyone with a sane mind would say that between India and Pakistan, no negotiation can even take place without Kashmir, because that is the only real issue. Other issues are trivial ones, like how other Siachen or Sir Creek and others, they can be sorted out. There is no problem with that.
What about terrorism?
Yes, terrorism is another very serious issue. We believe that India is behind terrorism in Pakistan. Kulbhushan Jadhav has been arrested in Balochistan with a fake Indian passport. And the day you say that there were beheading of some soldiers in Kashmir, we lost 7 soldiers in North Waziristan. They were, including a captain, and they were young boys. Some of them have not even been married. So this terrorism is going on in India and Pakistan, and that's why yesterday in an interview with an Indian press, I said that, see, we have 3 way forwards. Either we can get into a war, we both are atomic countries, and those who will leave behind after that war can talk to each other. The other way is that we continue weakening both countries. We try to weaken you, you try to weaken our issues. And let's talk openly. Let's talk openly and try to solve these issues. And we are for the third option. First 2 options are insane. But if India wants to, for the domestic reasons, and to divert the domestic corruption issue onto its external borders, want to play it up, it's for Indian leadership choice. Obviously, we can't do much about that.
Well, so with the rhetoric, Mr. Chaudhry, that Kashmir is more important to Pakistan, while India's concerns remain terrorism, how could the two sides have really gone to the talking table and really moved forward on anything? I'll come back to that. But because you say domestic issues, you are amidst a controversy brewing in India. You jumped into that controversy. It was a domestic matter of India, the Rafale deal. But you tweeted about that, and that has really created a controversy back home here in India.
We think that Rafale is Panama of Prime Minister Modi. The way his friend Nawaz Sharif is ousted in Panama, I think it's the same thing that's going on in India. It's just, I'm a political analyst also, and I have a right to comment or analyze things from my own perspective also. I hope you will give me this right. I think Prime Minister Modi is in a serious trouble on Rafale deal, and he's just trying to divert the attention of the people of India from this corruption deal to external issues, and trying to make a mountain of a mole, that you have stamped, you have made some wrong stamps and others. I mean, it was so ridiculous. The reasons given by External Affairs Ministry were so ridiculous, they were so trivial. No one in a serious mind would even, say things like that.
Mr. Chaudhry, that might be the case, but you make a very serious charge over here against a sitting Prime Minister of a country. You're saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is guilty in a case that has not even gone to courts, in something that is only in the realm of political bickering at this point in time between two parties in India, and you've already charged Prime Minister Narendra Modi of corruption.
Frankly, I have not done that. I have not said he's guilty. I said this is a scandal going on, and frankly Pakistan or I are not responsible for this scandal. As the former president of France, I believe, did this controversy, and this is something to do with Indian local politics. But our problem only is that in order to divert the attention of the people of India, you just using the Pakistan shoulder. That is not right. You should, as I said, that apni jang khud lado. Why you are trying to bring Pakistan into all this controversy? That was our problem. If BJP and Prime Minister Modi would have fought their war inside India, we would have no problem. But the problem is they are trying to shift their controversy. They are trying to divert the attention by using the name of Pakistan. That is the most funniest part, and also I would say, frankly, it shows that for them, politics is more important than the people, and you cannot, take such things so casually. There are life and death matter for billions of people of subcontinent, and just to divert attention from your own scandal, you have placed the whole region into a turmoil.